It is Sunday, November 13th, and this is your daily financial news. We will be going over the 5 things that are important to understand today. But before we do, just a reminder, I have recorded my thoughts about Friday and Saturday. They are already recorded. They're downloading right now. They will be up at 8 and 9 o'clock today. So if you want to see what I thought about Friday and Saturday, they'll be ready in about 90 minutes. And I just realized my voice is kind of scratchy from talking all for 8 hours yesterday. So forgive me for that. So let's get into the 5 things. Number 1, retail sales. Retail sales on Wednesday. And unfortunately, we are still living in that world where good news is bad news and bad news is good news. What do I mean by that? Retail sales on Wednesday. Expectations are for 0.9, a positive 0.9% growth. Here's the deal. If we come in over that or significantly over that, generally speaking, that would be seen as good news. However, we live in a wonky world. That will be a sign that the Fed must do more. If retail sales comes in weak, it will be further validation that maybe the Fed has done enough. We are going to see Wednesday is a very important day. We will be looking at retail sales together. Good news is we get a little peek into retail sales starting Tuesday. Tuesday, we are going to get something from Walmart. Walmart, for me, just my opinion, is that company that benefits the best from the environment we are going to. People are trading down. They are looking for value. I think Walmart wins in an environment like this. So if Walmart sales are strong, it could be a sign that others are weak, if you know what I'm saying. We will also get a report on Tuesday from Home Depot. Home Depot is coming out. Home Depot is going to be a sign about the housing market. Is it truly slowing down? Is renovations, right? What is going on in the housing market? We also will get a report from Lowe's later in the week. More on that in a minute. And then Palo Alto Networks. Palo Alto Networks is the company that I'm looking at. If you're in tech, you're in the Silicon Valley, you're in the software game like I was for 30 years, you had better be paying attention to Palo Alto Networks. If you don't know what Palo Alto Networks is, let me just kind of high level it like this. They play in the security space. Companies, enterprises are investing in security not because they want to, they are doing it because they have to. So we are going to find out right now if the best of the best in tech software security has a shitty quarter, and yes, I swore on purpose. Remember, Atlassian just the other day said sales cycles are longer. They're not buying as many users. If we hear that from Palo Alto Networks, watch out below. Right? There is enterprise software, and then there's security enterprise software, right? This is a different game. If Palo Alto Networks comes out with a miss or even a beat, but a horrible forecast, watch out below. Something I will be watching this week. Existing home sales. This is a very important number. It was the number in July that I said changed the market. It was the number that further validated how bad the housing market is. It looks like even the experts are catching up to what you and I have been talking about for 6 to 9 months. It sucks out there. It just does. We have been talking for a while that these numbers are going to plummet to eventually under 4 million. We are on our way. So what are they calling for Friday? This is on Friday. Just so you know, last month, the annualized rate of existing home sales was 4.71. Expectations or forecast or guess is 4.39. 4.39. I'm going to take the under. I think we do. Oh man, I got to write this down so I can hold myself accountable. Let's pick a number. So I'm going to take the under. Let me get this cap off. So I'm a Michael Jordan fan, so this is what I'm going to do. My guess is 4.23. 4.23. Shout out the GOAT, the greatest of all time, Michael Jordan. 4.23. That's my call. If you want to play along and have a shot at one of these wonderful t-shirts, nailed it. You got to put your guess in today. Put your guess in today right below, and we will see who is closest, and I will mail out a t-shirt. So very important. Other things to talk about today. The dollar is cracked, right? The dollar rolled over. Have we seen peak dollar? Rates came down. Mortgage rates. Mortgage rates, 6.7. They were just 7.3 last week. 6.7. They cracked 60 basis points. If you get my Friday notes, I told you I thought they'd fall 50 basis points. They fell 60. Is that enough to restart the housing market? No, of course not. No. But it's good news. It'll help some people. I think you've got to get sub 6, in my opinion. But, you know, more to be had. Then there's the VIX. We're going to be talking with the VIX later today with Dan Bird at 10 o'clock Pacific. The VIX is crashing. The All In podcast even talked about the VIX. The good news is I talked to Taylor on Monday. You could go back and look at his playlist. I asked him to define the VIX. Why is it acting differently? Even the All In podcast said, watch out, right? The VIX is crashing. In the last several months, that has been a sign that a peak or a bounce is just about over. Be careful out there. And then for me, the double dip recession. David Sachs, All In podcast, more and more people are talking about a double dip recession coming. I just think this is going to be one long, ugly recession. We'll see what happens. I do think it starts in Q4. We will get a peak of retail sales next week, I think on Wednesday. And then let's talk about the One Rental at a Time event. If you're watching this and you are one of the 225 people in the room, I want to thank you. We tried something that I have never seen before. This was an event driven by the audience. The audience made the event, and it was awesome. It exceeded my high expectations. If you were there, I want to thank you for being there. To the speakers who said yes at a drop of a hat, you have my admiration. And if you ever need something from me, just ask. It was so amazing to see all of you there. So again, the first one is now in the books. It was amazing. I still have goosebumps from how fun that event was. So again, this is what I got for you. These are the 5 things. Retail sales, Walmart, Home Depot, Palo Alto. Really pay attention. If you are in tech, Palo Alto Networks could be a game changer. Existing home sales, expectations 4.39. I am taking the under, and I'm going to guess 4.23. My wild ass guess. We'll see what happens. And then again, thank you for the event. All right, folks, take care of yourself. We're going to have a fun day. I hope you have a fun day. Bye-bye.